Well, hello, pouring art fanatics. Thank you for dropping by my channel. Today's piece is a little bit of a departure for me, a step outside my comfort zone, so to speak. Not a color scheme I've really used before. The colors I'm using are Amsterdam Titanium White and Oxide Black, Golden Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold, Liquitex Prism Violet, and then the red is a mixture of 3 primary elements colors by Color Art. The colors are Ruby Red, Poppy Red, and Vavoom Red. I had to combine them before I got the red I wanted, obviously, because that's the red I'm using. This piece didn't turn out that great in my opinion. My white really started breaking up. I did go ahead and keep both the pieces I did because other people liked them. I like the second one. I don't really like the first one, but I went ahead and posted this because if you watch, I think it's my first video, I talk about, I'm going to share my successes and failures, and hopefully other people can learn from them along with me. So that's why I went ahead and shared this. The reasons, I think I've got it narrowed down to 2 reasons why my white was breaking up. One possibility is that the white I use for the base is a different mix from what I use for the colors, and it's strictly paint, Floetrol, and water. So that might have affected it. The other thing is I used a little bit of that Minwax wood conditioner. You can see it there in the bottom right corner. And I think for that amount of color, I only used about a drop each, but they were pretty good sized drops. So I think it was too much oil for it, because I do another piece with this color scheme. I'm going to post that video next week, and it turns out a lot better. But I mixed a lot bigger batch of colors, over twice the amount per color, and I put about 3 drops each in there, and it did much better. It was way closer to what I wanted. So I did speed up the tilting in this, partially because, as you can see right now, the view still isn't perfect. This is not with my new setup. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much better. I've already recorded one video with the new setup, and it's a really good view, and I'll be able to zoom it out when I need to and zoom it in when I need to, and it's just going to be so much better. But this is better than the last 2. I won't step in front of it. This, I think the worst you get, you can see about half the canvas, and you couldn't really see me layering the colors, which is why I pretty much cut those parts out. I will list the color order for all 3 of the canvas pours down into the video description in case anybody's interested. So yeah, there's that. So I'm really unhappy with the design at this point, and I decided to pour over it again. And spoiler alert, it doesn't turn out much better. It ends up looking kind of cool in a way. It kind of almost puts me in mind of a colorful rock formation, the way it turns out, but it was nothing remotely close to what I was going for. And it kind of has a faded look about it because of the way the white behaved. So yeah, it was not what I wanted. Yet I've had a few people rave about it and say it looks great, and I'm like, okay. So Anywho, there's gonna be, of course, more tilting, and you'll kind of see how this one turns out. It was definitely a learning experience for me. I was pretty frustrated. I was, the second time, I was actually kind of both times, I was trying to figure out if I could find a way to get all that white off there. And see, right there, it doesn't look too bad. Sometimes you think if I could just not tilt, but obviously with that much paint piled all in the middle of the canvas, you have to tilt. Even if it's not in the middle of the canvas with that much paint, you have to tilt. But I mean, look at those colors. Those are really pretty colors, except for the red's kind of looking pink in most places, but that gold and that purple, gosh, I love them. So Prism Violet, I just recently got a hold of, and I think that may be my favorite purple. It would probably be dioxazine purple if it was just a little lighter. Don't get me wrong, I love dioxazine purple, but this Prism Violet, I like it better than the, what is it, the Deep Violet. Of course, there's, I don't know how many colors of purple I don't have. I'm just speaking from the various shades I have. Although the amethyst from Color Art and the Prism Pour is really beautiful. If you're going for a sparkly purple, but I'm speaking from a non-sparkly point of view here. So, yeah, trying to do something with it, make it into something I remotely like. Being really irritated at that white. And I'm not sure if some of the other colors were breaking up too on their own, or if just contact with the white was messing with them. But you might notice that the red especially kind of broke up here and there as well. And it shouldn't have normally, because it was mixed with Vivid Polypore, which is Prism Pore's color medium, so it should have been fine. There were other things mixed in there too, but there was enough Polypore that it should have not had a problem. So look at that purple by the black though. That looked really pretty too. I'm getting ready to go on to the next one. This one turned out really cool. Not something that I would normally go for, but I think the end result is really cool. It's not gonna look as cool to you guys, I don't think, because I've got it in landscape view to the camera the whole time, and I didn't realize till after I quit filming that it really needed to be in portrait mode. And I'll explain more when we get there, but that just kind of made it a whole different painting for me, and I liked it much better once I decided that was how it was supposed to be. And see, this one didn't start out that well, because that whole front part close to the camera on the left almost just looks pure brown from a distance. If you really look at it, you can see the red and purple a little bit, but it kind of looked brown. And I am not tilting near as fast excuse me, as it looks like I'm tilting. The tilting parts are sped up, so I know it looks like I'm just killing the design by tilting, but I did kill the design, but I really wasn't tilting near as fast as it looks like. And when I get to the one tile that you'll see 3 tiles, but I only got the process of one in here, because one of them you couldn't see what I was doing, and the other one, the part where I poured and tilted it, just wasn't there for some reason, and I don't really get why, because it was the first one I did. I don't know what I did. I did something. But anyway, when you do see me tilt the one tile that is the process is in here, you'll see how fast I was actually tilting. And see, if the left side in your view is oriented upwards, it's a whole different painting. It kind of looks like a lava fountain coming up out of the ground is the best way I can describe it. So this would have been the second tile I did. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong. This one may be the first one, and the missing one may be the second one. But I know which one the last one was for sure. I think it turned out pretty. And I really love the color scheme here. I kind of wish there was a little more white to it. But then again, with that black, it kind of really pops and it's really vibrant. With it mostly being the black, the red, and the purple especially really stand out. So it takes me a little bit to get all this arranged and get that darn corner covered. It's kind of, you know, they tell you to practice on tiles, but going from a tile to a canvas is a pretty big adjustment. So here I'm coming in for the close-ups. You'll notice there's a lot of sparkle in these, and that is all from the primary elements. That's all from that red. There's no other metallic in this piece. And it just kind of spread itself through everything somehow. But I see gold do that too a lot. And this is the part where I tell you, if you like my channel, please drop me a like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like my channel, drop me a dislike or a comment. Tell me what you don't like about it. Tell me what you'd like to see changed. I might be able to learn from it and make this a better channel overall. This is a learning experience for me. I really have a good time with it. I'm actually starting to like the editing process more. I kind of complained about it in the first video. That first video took me like 12 hours to edit. This one's kind of taken a long time too because I kept running into technical issues. I was actually planning on posting this today, but it didn't make it. But I'm getting better at it. I'm learning to enjoy the process more, and that's half the battle. And this was my favorite piece of that night. I was really happy with how this one turned out. So yeah, that is pretty much it. This is the last tile, the one that the whole process disappeared on, and I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch my channel and wish you a good evening.